Hi, Matt Tosco, BNCP USA member. The NIMBYs of White Place are attempting to expand their privilege by keeping people they feel are beneath them off their street, exacerbating our city's housing crisis for their own selfish whims. There have been 9 lower-cost apartments in one White Place for decades and decades. Having 9 units there is nothing new. The crocodile tears they came here 2 weeks ago to cry for prospective tenants are disingenuous at best. The units will be 100% up to modern code, and there are people in our communities right now who need every last one of those 9 units. If the new landlord's a slumlord, there's existing ways the city can aggressively deal with him. The important thing is making sure that most units possible are on the market for those who need them. The NIMBYs of White Place know that fewer, bigger units means more expensive units, and they are essentially trying to pick their neighbors based upon their own bigoted views of those less fortunate than them. One of their speakers said all the quiet parts out loud, using language like festering and unsavory, likening those well off to drug dealers and prostitutes. When punching down, this exact kind of language has precluded some of history's worst atrocities as it dehumanizes whole segments of the population. For the past 2 weeks, I've been using White Place instead of Linden to get between Empire and Emerson, and I've not seen the hordes of children running with reckless abandon that several of their speakers mentioned. That's more of a matter of parenting than it is density anyway. What I did encounter were grown-ass adults backing out of their driveways with reckless abandon. I used my horn more in the last 2 weeks than I have in this town in years. If the NIMBYs of White Place really want to pursue this selfish path, I feel it's necessary to remind them just how public their street is. The people of Bloomington really need to see for themselves what a nicer and safer stretch White Place is compared to Linden Street. We also need to talk about the arch at the south end. Yes, it's beautiful and historic, but it was built for a time that no longer exists, and today's Bloomington is an unnecessary nuisance the way it pinches down traffic to one lane and poses a threat to pedestrians on Empire by blocking the side of traffic. This will look like what we did to help at least one of you get elected to the council with door knocking, lid dropping, and signage. Now, I don't know the political bent of these NIMBYs on White Place, but that's irrelevant. John K. Galbraith, critically acclaimed author and one of the U.S.'s foremost economists, once said, "The modern conservative is engaged in one of man's oldest exercises in moral philosophy. That is, the search for a superior moral justification for selfishness." And that succinctly describes the NIMBYs of White Place's shallow excuses for their foul ambitions. Thank you.
All right, last up.